Today I want to talk about brushes. Okay, so these are my brushes. Okay, my kanji for the day is hitsu, which means brush. I know that one of the most difficult things about practicing calligraphy, especially if you don't live in Asia, is finding supplies, finding brushes, ink, paper, and all that things. Now, thank God for the internet where we can order all these things online, but when I started, it was extremely difficult to find materials. This is my first brush. This is the brush that I bought at a store called Toguri Mercantile and Belmont Street in Chicago. It was really down the street from the dojo. Unfortunately, the store doesn't exist anymore, but they had really cool Japanese stuff, and they have some calligraphy material. So before I left the dojo on the summer of '98, I went to the store, I bought myself a book and a brush and a bottle of ink, and that's how my calligraphy started. I don't use these brushes anymore because the bristles are all like dried out and then they don't really do good strokes anymore, but I kept it because, well, it's my first brush. This one right here is a traditional, inexpensive, basic Japanese calligraphy brush. Maki Sensei, my teacher, gave this to me when I started practicing with her. Same thing as my original brush. I don't use it anymore because the bristles, well, got all dried out. But again, I keep it because this is the brush that Maki Sensei gave me. My first big brush, because I wanted to do the big sen brushes, was this one, which I have it here somewhere. Is this one right here. I keep it in this box because I don't use it at all. And I bought this in Chinatown, I don't remember where, for like $30. I think it was $30 or $50. Now, this is a Chinese brush and it's completely made out of goat hair. I already made a video about what the brushes are made of. I explained what the different types of hair and combo hairs and things like that is. So I'll link that video down below. And I also explained this in a little more detail on my Intro to Japanese Calligraphy online course, and I explained why I don't like goat hair. So when I realized that a good brush was a combination of brown hair and white hair, or horse hair and goat hair, it was really hard to find such brush. From Daiso Japan, they sell this brush right here, which is probably my go-to brush for the most part. I buy these in bulk. So this brush is very good for beginners, very good for daily practice. Now, one thing about this brush though is that when you fold it, it doesn't really come back to a step when it's wet, when it's with ink. Now, the brush that I've been using the most right now is this one right here. Okay, this is a Chinese brush, also a combo hair. I think is wolf and goat on the outside. I bought these on Amazon wicked cheap. I think the merchandiser on Amazon is Master Calligraphy or something like that. They're Chinese brushes, not Japanese brushes. And I really like this one a lot. It's a little thin, so it gives me the ability to do thin lines. But this brush, the tip comes back, even when it's wet, which is really easy to handle. I go back and forth between these two, but this is the one that I've been using for, at least for the kanjis for these videos. Now for my sen brushes, which are the brushes that I use for big calligraphy, for the sen calligraphies, this is by far my favorite one. This brush is from Yasutomo. Unfortunately, it's been a while since they have it in stock. I have no idea if they're gonna bring back up again, which scares me because I only have one of these, and I know eventually the brush is not gonna work anymore, and I'm afraid I won't be able to get another one. I really like this brush a lot. I've used it for a long time, and I wish I can find a place where I can buy more of these. I tried to do an Amazon search, and I came up across this one, which is not as big as this one. Again, it's a Chinese brush from Master Calligrapher. It's a combo hair as well. It works good. I've used it, but I still prefer this one. Now, I got this guy from Amazon, and I thought that I was going to like it because it was going to be maybe like me trying to find another one of these. But I hate that the handle is so short. I didn't know it was going to be like that. And the bristles are not, looks like they're thick, but it makes wicked thin lines, and I don't know why. I can't get it to like make a thick line. So I don't really like this one. I have other brushes that I've used in the past before I kind of knew anything about brushes. And this is something that I want you guys to sort of kind of take away from this video, is that I don't throw away any one of my brushes. I have this thing that you have a sort of kind of a spiritual connection between you and the brush, because your brush is the tool that is allowing you to express yourself through your calligraphy. So the least that you can do is to keep them. and put them in a safe place. This is my calligraphy brush retirement box. Here I have all the calligraphy brushes that have been retired, that I don't use anymore for one reason or another. Probably even if I didn't like them, I used them for a little bit, and then just the hair just sort of kind of gave up, and they got old, and they're not reacting too well. So like I said, I don't like to throw them away, but I put them in this box, and they just kind of live here. Every once in a while no, I don't really take them away ever. Alright, so let's brush hitsu.